Alright, what's up gamers? I'm your host Noodles, and you're diving in to TGL Talks, the power-up station for your ears. Co-hosting today's segment with me, once again, the soft and lovable plush herself, Squish, and together, we're your dynamic duo in the gaming cosmos. From nostalgic classics to cutting-edge trends, this is where the joystick meets the jamboree. Get ready to level up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to TGL Talks, episode number 2. We have a lot of freaking dope people here with us, but let's just go ahead and start with a little introduction. First guest is going to be Alien. Alien, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
What's up? I am the person who always needs a beer and doesn't sleep. I occasionally will be way too loud and peak my microphone because, that's just me, apparently. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. And then that was brother number 1. Brother number 2 is Ducky.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Duck. I was supposed to be on the last episode, but I was sick. But I'm here today, and I'm excited to get started.
Word. Round of applause.
Woo.
Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it.
I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yep, much better tonight.
Dope. Awesome. And last but certainly not least, we have another guest with us today, and that is Darth.
Hello, hello. I'm Darth. I am the resident cancer kid. Not really. But I'm the sickly.
It's our favorite.
I'm the sickly one in the group, guys. Come on.
He's our Make-A-Wish kid.
I am
It's
the Make-A-Wish
okay,
kid.
The Make-A-Wish
I'm the
Foundation.
resident Make-A-Wish kid. I'm not a kid,
You'll
though.
see his head later.
Maybe we'll get there.
Nice. Well, glad you guys are all here. Wish you could have been on the last one, Duck, but it happens, I guess. But we're here now,
That's
so
fine. If you don't mind, I'd like
He's
to take it
lying.
away
He didn't
now.
actually want you to be here.
sure, go for it, man. What do you got for us?
So I saw this picture as I was scrolling through Instagram this week. It was about these pills that would give you different powers, and
Right.
I was thinking about it, and I guess there are a lot of different choices. So I wanted to ask you guys what your thoughts on it were.
For sure. Yeah, I saw that picture, and I definitely went with the orange pill.
The orange pill.
Agreed.
I did go with the
Agreed.
orange pill
Why did you
Yeah.
choose the orange pill?
because I am always procrastinating, and I figured if I was granted powers of a speedster, I'd really get shit done. That's my reasoning. And I didn't want to pick purple like everyone else would.
Fair.
That's
Well,
fair.
interestingly enough.
Personally,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ducky.
I picked the yellow one, similar to the same reason because of the super speed. But the ability to control light, create illusions, invisibility, everything along those lines just seemed like it'd be a bit more useful in the long term.
I heavily considered that one specifically for using it at raves.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
I
Great
thought that would have
idea.
been really cool. Darth, did I hear you about to say that you picked the purple one?
No. I was gonna say the yellow one as well. Just
Gotcha.
the fact that, I'm a very social person. Don't get me wrong, but there are definitely times where I just want to get away from everyone. So being able to just use light and make myself invisible, just go about my business, do whatever I need to do, sounds good to me.
That's a great
Right.
point.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty damn cool. With the way light works and everything, you would literally have to bend the light rays around yourself in order to be invisible, and I think that's pretty dope. Me, I got called out already on the first round. Purple pill. Yep, purple pill. But it's not that. It's something that you are instantly gifted, all this strength or the ability to overcome all the other pill choosers. But you have to work for them. You have to train them, and you have to actually put a lot of time into effort in order to make it a worthwhile choice.
Yeah, that sounds about right for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are putting actual thought into this. I just chose the orange pill because I wanted to be the Flash. This spec here, I drew that when I was in 8th grade, It's Grant Gustin, the Flash. I've always, since I was a little kid, wanted to be a super speedster. I wanted to be a fucking superhero, man.
It would
Like,
be
that's so cool.
Superhero alien.
I will say
Superhero alien. Woo!
the yellow pill almost kind of reminded me, for you Overwatch fans, it kind of reminded me of Symmetra from Overwatch, who uses hard light, which is different. It's not the same. She doesn't create illusions. She creates actual objects. But that's kind of what it reminded me of. So
Yeah.
That's pretty cool too.
Man.
I didn't know that
Nobody here
was a
wanted
thing.
to be the
I'd
Avatar?
literally be running around. I'd create all the super villains. just so I could
Nobody
have
wanted to
someone
be
fight.
the
Nobody
Avatar,
wanted to
the
bend
master
all
of
the
all four
elements.
elements. That's wicked.
I think we're gonna get copyrighted
That's
again.
crazy. I mean, the world needed us most, and we just didn't fucking show up.
yes, we're gonna get
That's
copyrighted. Okay.
I think we vanished.
That would be really crazy, though. Could you imagine if we could actually fucking do that shit?
Oh, I've dreamt about it my entire life.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
It
It'd be
That
so
was
cool.
Avatar was definitely my favorite animated series growing up because, you know, who doesn't?
Duck and I, when we were little kids, used
I
to do that whole thing. Like we'd act like we had, elemental powers and all that. It was it was awesome.
I mean, man, who
Yeah.
didn't do that when you were a kid? Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what kids do.
Fucking losers.
I honestly
didn't
kind
Well-
of miss that imaginative ability that I had when I was a kid. You know?
Yeah,
still have it.
I
We
still
still
have
have
it.
it.
Yeah, it just works in different ways now.
Yeah, that's fair.
And staying on the topic of dreaming that we could do these incredible things, or if we kind of lived in a reality that wasn't quite like our own. Let's kind of move into a parallel universes kind of segment. I'm gonna go over some what if scenarios. We have some that are listed, some that are written down, and then others we might just spitball to kind of get some others out there if we think of them while we're sitting here.
All right.
let's just start off with the good old classic, man, the dinosaurs. What if there wasn't an asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs? How do you think life would be today? And what is the most drastic
I
thing
don't
that
think
you
it'd be
think
like
would
the
have changed?
Flintstones. I don't think it would be on the Flintstones.
I think what would happen is someone from Florida would try to fuck one.
You're not
Also-
wrong, honestly.
Probably.
It took me a second to get back from that thought
Florida man
process.
fucked pterodactyl.
Well, my
But
thought.
I can
also,
see it in
I
the
would
news
totally
now.
wanna
I can
have
see
a
it in the news now.
Stegosaurus as a
If we
pet.
have a Jurassic Park occur, that's gonna happen. You'll see it in the news.
Right, but would Florida even exist?
And that's the real question. Does human civilization advance to the point that it is now? I think that humans would definitely survive because we've always had that fight or flight instinct.
We domesticate them
I think so too.
for sure.
That'd
right?
be super
we'd
cool.
kill-
That'd be super cool.
We'd probably kill the carnivores and most of the omnivores, but we'd keep the herbivores around and use them probably like the Flintstones did. We would probably have to
probably
use them
keep
for
the
transportation
use a
and other
frickin'
shit like that.
Use a Brachiosaurus for construction.
Right.
We'd probably keep the omnivores around for military use and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, guys,
No,
we're losing
elaborate.
the battle. Let's just throw a couple T-Rexes into the battle. Okay, now we win.
That's not dumb.
I mean, that's a really good point, but if you think about it, you don't
Dinosaur.
even think humans would exist. I mean, dinosaurs ruled the lands before, they were the dominant species. Who's to say that humans would even be able to rise above them to begin with?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
to even
what I'm
have
trying to
enough-
say.
have enough time to create the sort of tools that we would need to use in order to kill them and or domesticate them before dying. Yeah, I think that'd be a bit of a stretch.
Even to say that maybe we do, I'm sure we'd be thousands and thousands of years behind the technology that we have now, maybe even more.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
a good point that you're making, Noodles. However, I do want to bring up the point that humanity, since our freaking evolution of walking on two legs, is to a point that we always adapted to what we had at the time. So I don't think that it would have been more of along the lines of we wouldn't survive. We would just adapt to our new surroundings.
Yeah, and we'd domesticate them and we'd breed them into
Exactly.
animals that can't breathe, like pugs.
But the thing is,
Because
Dinosaurs.
humans fucking suck.
Pugs.
Imagine a
Pugs.
scaly
think
pug.
about how dinosaurs,
Scaly pug.
like Ducky said,
Khaleesi,
like
can we get a picture of a pug, like, just right
Editors,
next
put
to...
this in. Put in a
Yeah,
picture
just put it
of a
right next to
pug,
our
but make
faces.
it a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Make it a
scaly
dinosaur.
pug.
That'd be so funny.
But it
Like,
has
on a T-Rex.
spikes
On
on
a
its
T-Rex,
tail.
just like, rawr. It's just like, do the rawr, rawr.
I'm just thinking, would we be able to domesticate dinosaurs because of how like they could like I get that dogs like wolves could also overpower humans, but dinosaurs are massive and they don't need to like. Wasn't the whole story about dogs being domesticated was like a wolf just walked up to a campfire and took some food and then they started domesticating? But
You don't think a T-Rex would walk up to one of my bonfires and be like, yo, is that
no, I
beer?
think the
They'd
T-Rex.
walk up
Yeah,
and
dude.
eat
I was
you.
about to say, I think the
They'd
T-Rex
walk up
would
and
walk
eat
up
you.
and chomp your head off.
Have we
Yeah, I think it'd
not
be more like a lion
seen-
situation where we had to go catch that thing.
Have we not seen The Land Before Time? These guys are nice. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's
We're gonna base it off of a children's movie.
Isn't there a movie? Isn't there an actual movie about like the first dog?
Nope.
I could have sworn I had seen that in.
No.
Yeah,
like
it's it's
I
Bolt,
thought- I
right?
thought-
With Miley Cyrus.
Did you say Bolt?
Bolt.
Bolt? Yes, definitely.
Bolt. The movie Bolt.
Yeah.
You mean
that was
the
about
dog
first
that
dog.
thinks he's a superhero?
Good movie, guys. Good movie.
That dog is
That
a
actually was a
superhero,
pretty good
alright? That dog
Yeah.
is 100% a superhero.
That dog
and
saved
I
a
will
girl's life,
stand
yeah.
on this mountain. I will
That is
die on
true.
this mountain.
Ducky, you're dying to say something.
No, we already moved past
You're
it. It's
good.
fine.
How many
Alright.
people here are only children? Raise your hand. Oh
Explain
no,
what
I
that
thought that
means.
was gonna go a little
Explain
bit
what you
better.
mean.
Well, no, guys, I'm an only child, as my brothers in the
Only-
podcast.
After this
only
podcast
child.
you're about to be.
Okay.
No, it got me thinking about a conversation that Noodles and I had earlier.
Oh, I'm
He just
curious.
had-
I'm curious.
Yeah. You, from my understanding, you were supposed to not be born alone.
I was told I wasn't supposed to be born alone.
Whoa.
Sorry,
story-
that sounded way more
Say
ominous.
more.
than-
This is scary.
Yeah, no, he had a demon
So,
sewn to his soul, actually.
Yeah. No, the story I've been given during my lifetime is that I was a twin in the uterus,
Was?
and I ate him, guys. I ate Noodles.
Oh,
2.0.
So what you're
Noodles
telling
is-
me is you're a
Noodles
cannibal
is
now.
cannibal.
He's Jeffrey
No.
Dahmer, guys.
Zombie.
Like
He's a
mines,
zombie.
like mines.
Spread that rumor.
Stop being a
Noodles is
cannibal.
cannibal.
Noodles
Yep,
is
so-
Dahmer.
What
Cannibal
if
noodles.
your guy right here? There was just two of me. What would we do about that? How would
probably
you
run for the
guys?
hills.
How would
That
you
anybody
guys
could
feel
consider.
about that?
If
I'd
you
run
had
for
a
the hills.
twin,
Oh yeah, but he was in here. He was just in the server with us,
God,
and
I can
he was
handle
called
one
Sladoon. All right, this
I
guy.
can barely handle one noodles, bro.
Nah, his name is
Sladoon?
No,
Sladoon.
your name
though.
is Noodles. His name is Pasta.
No, his name is Sladoon. Are you not hearing him?
It's Sladoon. He would so be called Sladoon.
Sladoon.
Yep.
Sladoon.
But he would be exactly like me, I think.
oh my god,
I
think
don't
we're
know. I feel like twins.
barely
Twins.
one of you, my guy.
I'd be
I don't
petrified.
think twins are normally exactly like each other. Maybe
No,
they.
that's
they're
very
not.
true. That's very true.
I've met multiple twins, like even identical twins, that are very different personality-wise.
And they also like start taking on different characteristics. Like you can start to definitely tell the two apart.
Absolutely, but this was purely hypothetical.
What? Okay, let's make. It
But it's kind
hypothetical,
of
right?
taken too literally. Yeah. But like,
Noodles. So Noodles is the gym. Is like the Noodles likes the gym a whole lot. Sladoon does not like working out at all.
he hates it.
Yeah, so we have
Dude.
scrawny noodles and buff noodles.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can we get a picture of noodles?
Scrawny noodles
That's like
and
in
buff
like
noodles.
a SpongeBob.
So basically, it would be
This-
me
Buff
and then
SpongeBob.
Darth.
Like buff SpongeBob with noodles head right here.
Okay.
It would be me and Darth. That's what my twin would look like.
That's fucking hilarious.
Your twin's
am
gonna be
gonna-
5'6"
I
while you're
like
6'2".
I like the fun and everything, and he likes to be super literal and take things to heart. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the solar opposites is
Listen,
what's
man.
happening.
Listen,
I am going to need editors, Khalifi and Chippy, to make a second picture edit right where my hand is of Noodle's face on top of like that super buff SpongeBob in the ring. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need it right here.
Yeah, super buff SpongeBob with the headband. Is that the one we're talking
Yep.
about?
Yeah.
No, am I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, the one who's about to get in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's
also put my head on Darth, and then that's it. That's
And
the one.
those are your two comparisons. You can put them right here next to my face.
Yeah.
No,
Make us
no,
hug.
on my
Make
hands.
us hug maybe or something. Yeah.
Now, Kit.
Here, hold on. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. There's the one face.
Alright.
Use that.
There's
Use
your
that how
face.
you
have
want.
Am I like-
actually
am I
gone
like-
my
so I
whole
guess I'm the
life not
smooth-
seeing that.
I'm the smooth SpongeBob who's like, "Hey, how are you?"
Yes.
Yeah.
SpongeBob Circle Pants.
Yes.
SpongeBob Circle Pants.
Lovely weather we're having.
Lovely weather we're having.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's
Just
fucking
smooth
absurd.
out a few of those, a few wrinkles in the brain.
I could also be
What is the
Squidward
first-
though. I could be
What is the
Squidward.
first fucking thing you would do if you got to visit Bikini Bottom?
Ooh.
Because I'd fucking eat a Krabby Patty so fast.
I agree.
Oh my
I agree.
God.
Krabby Patties. I think. You know what I think that
I
is?
step
I
on
think-
plankton.
That's hilarious.
All right, but
but
hear
I
me
think
out.
Krabby Patties are literally just crab cakes on a bun.
Ducky, elaborate.
Plankton's a fucking asshole.
It's true.
He told some grandma to go die in a box. I'm gonna go step on that bitch.
Oh, he
Can
did.
we-
You're
Tell
right.
somebody to go die in a box ever again.
Okay, so
He said something like, "You should.
Guy
Someone
roasted
should send
an
you down the
entire
river in a
generation.
box."
Yeah.
I know what you guys. I know what you
That
guys
guy will
mean. Like,
never
if you're
roast a
actually like
bloodline
a
again.
citizen of Bikini Bottom, but hear me out. What if we're like human size in Bikini Bottom? Like, you could just wreak havoc. Like, you'd be like Godzilla.
Yo, nah, dude, you'd be like the dude in the SpongeBob movie with the big ass boot.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that guy.
Look.
What's his name?
A big boot.
Oh, I gotta look this up now. Hold
And then
on.
they're like, bigger boot.
Yep.
It's gonna be
Hold
amazing.
on.
I would just
Hold
like.
on.
I would steal the chum bucket.
I think it's.
Gross,
Why would
dude.
you
Some
want
bucket,
that?
take it home.
Why would you pick up? You just grab the handle and like de-root that shit. All of its like plumbing pipes and shit are just like, dude, that
I'm
is
100% searching for this for who that was because I
We're-
know who you're talking about, but I need a name.
we're back off topic, but the water, bro. How is there water under the fucking ocean? That shit always drove me
Well,
nuts. Like, how do you
How is
have
there? What? I get what you're saying. Sorry.
how do you have the
Head
Goo
cook.
Lagoon, right? How do they go swimming?
goo.
They're in water.
But okay, so
Glass
Noodles, I
of
know you're
water,
obviously a
that's
smart dude. You know, there's like caves and stuff where they have the super clear water separated from the more dense water. Like, I imagine they're kind of trying to emulate like the difference in density between certain types of water or like certain
Let him cook.
like some waters don't like the water
I
doesn't
could see
mix
that.
always.
Yeah.
So-
I could see that actually, but like, do they get wet? They're already wet.
That's a good
Slightly
point.
wet.
That is a good point.
do they get wet when they go swimming? Do they like throw their hair back and like the water goes everywhere? Or?
Do they have hair?
Do they even have hair?
Well, Sandy does. She doesn't.
That's true.
She wears a suit
Sandy
out.
is a squirrel. Well, she's an animal.
Yeah, that's
She's
a mammal.
squirrel.
What
Yeah,
if-
That's true.
Is
what
it-
if
wait,
animals
what if
could
it's
fucking
just-
talk to us?
Oh God.
Oh god.
You know how
yeah.
annoying
That's
walking
a
outside in the morning would
wild
be?
one.
Oh my god! If I saw a squirrel,
Just a fucking squirrel. Hi, how you doing? You got any nuts?
I imagine they're
Yeah,
shit talking
dude.
us. Honest to God.
They have to be.
Really?
it,
Nah.
it would in
Calling
fact
them
confirm that the
dumbasses.
birds work for the bourgeoisie.
So
Oh, birds aren't real. We've established
Birds
this.
are 100%
So
real.
it's-
exactly.
it's technically my due diligence to bring this one up. The episode where Rick Sanchez makes that helmet for Morty that he can speak to animals, and then you hear like the squirrels and shit. They're like fucking secret
Yeah.
agents running like a crazy
Oh yeah,
covert
that's a good
op.
episode.
Yeah.
Little boy.
So like they're
Little
Little
boy,
boy.
he can hear us.
you see that kid?
That's what they're
It looks
doing.
like he can hear us.
I've never seen Rick and Morty, guys. I've never seen it.
Oh, sorry guys. This guy's got to go.
Damn. Sorry.
He's got to get the bigger boot.
I
My
watched the
wish for
first
you
episode.
is
I
to,
watched the
like, have
first.
you watch Rick and
I'm not
Morty.
good at watching TV.
You sad soul.
I'm not good
I
at
feel
watching
so
TV.
bad for you.
I liked
You
the
need
first
to watch
episode.
one episode.
I did.
There's
I
one
watched the
episode that
first
you're
one.
required to watch. Pickle Rick.
Pickle
The
Rick.
Rick episode.
the pickle.
Season
yeah.
3, episode 2?
It definitely seems like a super
Exactly.
funny
2
show.
or
I
3.
just am horrible at watching TV. Like, there's a show that I want to watch called Lessons in Chemistry, but
Do they teach you how to make drugs?
No.
Oh.
It's about
Chemistry, though.
it's about a brilliant chemist.
Yo! Did
Yo!
somebody say a show about making drugs?
Yeah.
That'd be Breaking Bad. Just
No, true. Fair
Do
enough.
we have another
Fair
what
enough.
if scenario, guys? Do we have another? Any other
I have a
what
few.
ifs?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you have a few?
I'd have a few, yeah. I got to thinking about what would happen. This is because I've been playing Detroit Become Human. Like, oh my gosh, like, could it potentially happen where AI could take over? But it was an interesting topic of if a fucking apocalypse happened right fucking now.
Okay.
What kind of apocalypse?
What are we doing?
Going to a gun store.
Dying.
Dying?
Dying?
Okay.
What kind of apocalypse? We need to be more specific here.
Is it a zombie
I guess that's
apocalypse?
true. I think we've learned that we'd be just fine in a zombie apocalypse. We wouldn't be worried about the zombies.
Natural
I'd be more
selection.
Worried about, yeah.
It depend.
I'd
I
be
think
more worried about
I'd
other
argue that
people.
it depends on what kind of zombie. Because if it's like season 1 Walking Dead zombie,
They can climb and shit.
Easy.
Episode 1, they
Easy.
can
What if
climb
it's-
and shit, though.
If it's like I Am Legends,
What if it's like okay,
oh,
hear
we're
me out.
dying.
What
We're
if it's
dying
like the
and
Last
dying
of Us
like
zombies? Like the Last of Us. Not they're not called zombies, but they're basically zombies. The Last of
Oh,
Us.
the clickers? I'd
The
kill myself.
Last of Us. I don't know if I'm following.
If it was like World War Z,
I don't think I've heard.
Those guys those are
So-
pretty crazy. We might not
In
stand
The
that one
Last
either.
of Us,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
we might be
zombie
fucked
called
in World War Z,
clickers,
too.
and they're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they literally they can't see, but they use echolocation. Obviously, clickers.
I'm
So
They
terrified
they're
of
are-
real
that.
fucking good.
They are like they're not impervious, but they're not.
I think
easily
that's
killed.
good shit.
Not easily. Okay, so basically they're just zombies on steroids.
Kind of. You just have to be sneaky.
But they're blind.
They are blind. Yeah. You have to be
Blind.
sneaky. So like this is
Yeah,
like
but
in
they
the,
can see through echolocation like Daredevil, so I'm pretty sure that
it's
we're
not
still
like
gonna
perfect.
die.
It's not perfect. It's not like perfect
That's why I
echolocation.
said I would just kill myself if it was
But-
clickers.
What you do, like in the video game, they have you use bottles. You have to throw them, obviously, in a direction where it's going to draw them away from where you need to go. I mean, they're not like I said, they're not impervious, but they're just a little harder to kill than like your
What
average.
if it was like?
So did
What
we
if
like
it was like a Fallout scenario? Because I feel like
Fallout
I
scenario?
feel like we could get there one day.
What's up, Noodles?
is that what we're doing the zombies one? Or did,
Or we
did
do want to do
choose an,
Fallout?
an apocalypse?
I guess pick your ideal apocalypse, and then which one do you think we'd absolutely get fucking obliterated?
Let's say we have a nuclear fallout.
An
Does
ideal
anyone have a bunker
apocalypse.
near them?
Like right now, if there is a nuclear war,
A
Does anyone have a
nuclear
bunker?
do you
war?
think?
We'd be
Do you
fucked.
think? Yes, I have. There are 2 in my area.
I think the
You have
closest.
2 nuclear
yeah.
wars in your area?
No, 2 bunkers.
I think there's one bunker near me, and by near me I mean like an hour away. So I think I'd be.
Y'all have bunkers?
I don't think I have shit
You mean that
over here
you're
in the
telling me that
mountains.
your town didn't construct any bunkers when during the Cold War?
I didn't even
Our
know that my town had a
primar-
bunker.
Our primary one is.
Where is the closest bunker
Is the
to
biggest
me?
high school in the area.
That's what I'm saying. Do we have bunkers?
Yeah.
That'd be news to me.
So many got built.
Wine bunker is a wine bar. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
Nah, would you
Definitely
survive
not.
in a wine bar if a nuke went off?
No, but I'd be very happy and drunk.
I mean, I've seen.
You would
Can I
die
join
happy.
you?
Then, so yes,
I
you
need
would
a beer.
survive.
Oh my god, here we go.
I am in fact in need of a beer.
Someone get this man a beer.
Please, please. I'm out of
Don't
beer
look
at my
at
house,
me.
and I'm kind of sad.
Okay, well, it doesn't
On
look
this
like
channel, we don't condone drinking or drugs of any kind. No.
Do we?
As we proceed to roll back the clip on the last episode of this podcast.
So guys,
Nope.
just to let you know, I just did a
Nope,
little bit of
nope, we're not gonna
research.
roll
We
back.
can cut. We can cut.
we're
Um,
not gonna.
If you are 6.8 miles away from a nuclear blast, there is still a heat factor that will chime in, and you can get mild first-degree burns.
Oh wow.
That hurts.
Put
Being
some aloe vera on
Okay.
that.
6.8 miles away from the blast.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wow.
I'm going to die. It doesn't appear I have any safety nearby whatsoever, so I might as well get naked, go out there and dance in it until the end of my day.
You're goddamn fucking right.
Yeah.
What
And you know
a
what?
saint.
You know what the really scary part is? Is that my location would probably be a target first.
Why do you say that?
Fort Campbell's is where the 101st was sounded.
Oh,
Glad everyone's going to
Love
target you now.
Yeah. Target the cancer kid.
Haters, get him! Haters, get this guy!
Oh my god.
They're
I
gonna
heard
give
that
him it a
for
second
Make-A-Wish,
time.
he wanted to get fucking nuked.
Whoa!
Not for Make-A-Wish.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Somebody.
I thought that's something the boys just said to each other, not you. Not you, Squish.
Yo.
Sorry. Sorry. Let me get it together. Who said that? That was horrible. Editors cut that.
Wait, from last episode. You stop it.
Editors,
Stop
don't
it right
actually
there.
cut that, please.
But like,
I had some
I've got more. I'm
horns,
sorry. Someone
maybe
else
some
go.
fire in the background, red eyes. Yeah. She meant it.
Nah, bro, we're meeting dude perfect. It's
Not
fine.
she meant it, but demented, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, that was a turn.
Wow.
Sorry. On a
so-
better note.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's
And then
really
she
what I
wanted to
covered
lie
from,
about
I'm
it.
sorry.
She wanted to lie about it. Imagine if she
I don't
couldn't
lie.
lie. No, what if nobody could lie? That
Are we
everything
talking
ever
about that one
spoken
movie?
was always
Are we
just the
talking about that
truth.
first? We're
What
talking about
about-
that one movie, the
The
one
good
with that movie where
That-
the
that-
dude
that.
learned how to lie in a world where you couldn't lie.
What if you lie through?
Really?
Is lying
That
through
whole
a
topic's
maze?
already been brought up.
Suck.
Hold on.
Yo,
All right, well,
I can't
Alien looks
lie.
into this.
I'd
I
be
don't-
really fucked.
I
It's
don't.
called It's a movie called The Invention of Lying. It came out in 2009. It's a comedy fantasy. It's really funny. You guys should definitely watch it. It's about a dude who literally is in a world where he is having the shittiest time in life, and he's about to be evicted from his house. He got fired from his job, and he finally learned how to lie because he needed money. And
Okay,
no one in the
Blockbuster.
world can lie.
I
Wow.
I definitely
I'm pretty-
don't know anything about that.
Savage.
Then you need to go watch it tonight.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Not gonna happen anyway. But if we couldn't lie, right? People couldn't lie. Shit would be crazy. I think.
People would
I don't know.
It would
maybe
be actually
maybe we
crazy.
could maybe we could
It would
start
not be
actually
better
liking the
at all.
government.
Oh, it'd be a
You
terrible
don't
world.
think so?
I know it would.
Acting
I
gone.
don't know. Maybe
Advertisements
Better.
gone.
Well,
Like the white lies we
advertisements
tell
would be
everyone every
realistic.
day, the white lies we tell ourselves every day,
Yup.
gone.
Like I'm actually
Gone.
good looking.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't tell myself I'm good looking anymore, bro.
No. You would just have to believe that
could
you're
work
not.
Either way, though.
It
Like,
could.
Somebody that thinks they look ugly as fuck can't lie to themselves anymore. They're like, oh shit. I don't know.
I know I'm beautiful, and you can't stop me.
Well, to be honest, in situations where it's highly opinionated and subjective matters,
Exactly.
like looks and stuff like that, it's really whatever the person deeply, like, truly feels. So, like, I couldn't call you an ugly fat fuck right? Because I don't actually think you are, but I call you that daily.
I do.
I think you
so
are.
Yeah, of course.
I
So-
think you are.
So you're
What are
like
we talking
that
about here? Are we
that
talking
type
about
of
me?
thing would be
No, we're talking
different
about
in
Duck.
terms of lying, but if you actually just have a low self-esteem, then that's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
a good point.
It's hard
Kind
to,
of
but yeah,
another-
politics, dead,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
everything. Feminism, destroyed.
Oh my god, here we go.
All
No,
of it.
this is the
Skip.
no-go
No
podcast.
fly zone.
Skip.
This is a no-fly
Tiffy, where's
zone.
your
I'm just
soundboard?
saying, man.
Roll
If
it.
you couldn't lie, man, if you just couldn't lie, yo,
No, you make a good
actually,
point.
that would be
Okay,
crazy though, because
Let's get back on topic.
we are on topic. Imagine all of the false accusations that people get arrested and go to jail for. It wouldn't happen.
That's true.
That's true.
None of that shit would happen. So there are benefits to it if you look, at all the angles. But I
Some,
think,
but
I think in
I think-
totality, it's probably not a good idea, and you guys should just keep lying.
It outweighs it.
Moral of the
100%.
story.
White,
Yeah.
white
Lying.
lies,
Story,
white
keep
lives,
lying.
white lies
So-
save lives. I can't get that word out apparently.
Another what
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I just
yeah.
came up with, right?
Yeah, what's that?
Have any of you guys seen the movie Don't Look Up?
No.
I can't say I have.
It is a
I feel like I have.
satire comedy, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, freaking I can't remember her name. She plays freaking Mystique in X-Men.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence.
That's who it is.
I was gonna say.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but no, I did not.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
But so it's basically about these astrologists who discover a massive asteroid, which will destroy the Earth, is coming towards Earth on a direct collision course. And they inform the government, but the government doesn't inform anyone. So what if we had a giant asteroid that would destroy the Earth on crash course with us? What would you guys do?
The
And
giant
we knew about
asteroid.
it?
Yeah, you know about it. You
we
know
were
about
gonna
it.
die.
100%.
We
You
were gonna
have
die.
time.
Getting
like
naked
the
and
giant.
running in the streets.
What if other people know? Do other people know?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa,
actually,
whoa,
like,
whoa.
does NASA know?
Nope.
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
going,
NASA
keep
knows.
going.
NASA was the one who found it.
Oh, okay,
No,
so
no,
then they
what if-
deal with it, right?
No.
Ducky, you shut
They don't
your
know how.
mouth.
They don't know how.
I mean, how do you destroy? How do you find a way to solve the issue of a giant asteroid?
We're just gonna keep
Well-
fucking going.
I'd say majority of the time when it comes to asteroids, I mean, they just break apart when they enter our atmosphere.
Yes,
that's-
This is
but
one of
this,
those
this one is
This is like
super
dinosaur
massive.
level.
Yeah, this
This
is
is like
like
dinosaur level.
I think in the movie they described it was like 3 miles long. That's not
Oh,
burning
okay.
up in the atmosphere.
That's pretty
Don't
big.
don't they
Big
describe
chunks.
like all life-ending meteors as like Manhattan level?
So,
Like,
Manhattan's
like
huge.
have you guys ever thought about that? Like, you're watching a movie, it'll be like one of those ones where it's a meteors come in and be like, this is the size of Manhattan. Every single time.
I have no idea,
No.
man. I don't think I get
Never
down with a
heard
lot of
that.
movies like
But
that.
it
I don't think
sounds
I've
like
heard that
I should
either.
know that.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might
It's
just
giving,
be me
it's giving
or
Mandela effect.
that's exactly
Oh,
what
is
I was
it?
thinking.
True.
Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Mandela effect's kind of crazy. Okay, is it Berenstain or Berenstein Bears? Is it with an
Bernstein.
A or an E?
Bernstein?
E.
It's got an E.
Bernstein.
I don't know.
Does
Pretty
it?
sure
It's
it
not.
does
It's
have
not
an E.
Barnstein. It's Bernstein.
What? No, in the stain.
The Berenstain Bears. Berenstein.
Yeah.
It's always been an A, not an
Okay,
E.
then it's not Bernstein.
Has it
it's
always
not
been an A?
Bernstein. It's.
It's always been an A.
But it's still the Bernstein.
Wow.
I don't believe
But
it.
I don't
believe
believe
it.
that. No,
I think I'm
always
being.
thought
I
it
think
was
I'm
an
being
E.
gaslit. I'm being gaslit.
Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, of course. We're just.
I
being
think it
lied
is
to right now.
Berenstain, but I do remember the TV
never
show
remembered it
having
as
an.
that.
I swear, like my brain would tell me that the TV show spelled it with an E, but pronounced it as Berenstain. Right? Did you guys all
Right.
watch the TV show of that? When
I
you were
did,
like,
No,
yeah.
I have
three?
no
Nah.
idea.
Not really.
We're too old for them.
The main show that I remember from my childhood is Wild Kratts on on PBS.
Nah,
Wild
Wild
Kratts, that's
Kratts
a
was
throwback.
good
You mean that
fucking
shit that
show.
came out when I was like 11?
What about
That was a good fucking
what about the
I don't
show?
give a fuck what you say.
What about the Upside Down show?
What about
that?
what about Curious George, guys? Curious George was a great show.
And movies.
Yeah.
But-
Don't forget about the movies. The movies were good.
No,
too.
no, no. Do you guys remember if yeah, guys.
Curious
Crazy
George had
Jail?
a tail or not?
He has
Yeah, a tail.
100%.
Nah,
Of course he does.
bro doesn't have a
He
tail.
didn't.
No
Does.
tail.
He
didn't
never
have
had a tail. He never had a tail.
No tail.
He's a monkey.
No way.
He doesn't
never
have a
had a
tail
tail.
Wait,
though.
no. Is he a monkey or is he an ape? I
He's
forgot.
a monk. He's a Curious
He's a
George.
He's a Curious George.
The man has a yellow hat and George has no tail. It's the laws of life.
I could have
I
sworn
don't
he's hung
believe
from his
you.
tail before.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You guys are crazy. Dude
Am I
has
being
no
gaslit
tail.
right now?
I
Hold on, I can't
swear
tell
I
if I'm
can't
like
remember.
actually wrong.
The
Definitely
Curious
wrong.
George wiki definitely shows him without a tail. I'm not gonna lie.
No
Does Curious
tail.
George have a tail?
He doesn't.
What the what?
Nope.
Yo, you're lying.
Yeah. Is he a
bro. That's
monkey?
crazy.
So that means he has to be an ape. Because apes don't have tails, but monkeys
my
do.
God.
He's a monkey. He's a monkey.
He's a monkey with no tail.
Yeah, dude.
Does the
I mean-
Monopoly Man have a monocle or no?
No monocle.
No monocle.
No
No, he
monocle.
does not.
All right,
No,
everyone.
Consensus says.
Consensus says.
Yeah. All right. This one is always weird, and then there's other ones like this. I mean, there's a lot of spelling related ones to branding, but like Looney Tunes, right? Was it Looney Tunes TUNES or Looney Tunes TOONS?
I want to say
I'd say
tunes.
it's TOONS. However, something tells me that it's
That feels
TUNES.
wrong.
I think it's Tunes TUNES.
Yeah, because I mean, there's the
like the obvious answer seems to be TOONS.
right, like cartoons,
but I feel
right?
like it's Tunes TU.
Yeah.
Didn't Looney Tunes kind of
but I
start
feel like
off
the
as a
answer
Tom
is
and Jerry
TUNS.
thing, though?
Yes.
I feel like
spelled
it.
with a U.
It is spelled with a U, huh?
It is spelled
'Cause
with a U.
I
Why?
want to say. I
It
want to say
doesn't seem right.
the show started off like a Tom and Jerry sort of thing, where it was mostly just music. I want to say, like there wasn't much dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
wasn't any dialogue.
Like
Yeah.
what's his name? Like what's their name? The Wile E. Coyote and
The Roadrunner.
Roadrunner,
Yeah.
yeah.
Roadrunner.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Those are
Those are some
some
beautiful
of
shows.
the great.
Another
times in
one
my childhood,
pretty
watching those
similar
guys.
to this, Fruit Loops, the cereal.
Mm-hmm.
It's Fruit Loops, how it would be commonly spelled in the dictionary, or like fruit, FROOT.
It's OOT.
It is OOT.
Is it really?
No, it's not.
Is it?
It's not.
No, it's fruit.
It's fruit.
Yeah.
No, it's
Really?
not.
It's
No, it's
It's
not.
FROOT.
always been
Because they use
FRUIT.
their-
No, it's not.
They use the
Fruit.
cereal
Because they
as
use the cereal as the O, yeah, and loops though, right?
Fruit. It's fruit.
It's two O's.
Fruit Loops.
It's,
Fruit.
Yeah, no, it's and I
Fruit
actually
Loops.
people with O's for eyes.
Fruit Loops.
It's douchey.
It's Fruit
one thing I will
Loops.
tell you though is that Fruit Loops all have the exact same flavor. They're not individually flavored. So each
Yes, dude.
Yes,
That's
they
obvious.
are.
And
Yes.
the company
all the
Kellogg,
same.
It's Kellogg's, right? Is it Kellogg's that owns Fruit
Mhm.
Loops?
Yeah.
Yes.
They actually
Yeah, that's
have a
Fruit Loops.
flavor called like it's like fruity
It's
flavor.
like six.
It's
no,
like
well-
actual FROOT. Why?
Someone
Have you guys
tested
had?
it.
Have you guys had that the Nesquik, Fruit Loop cereal milk?
They turned it into a milk?
Yeah, they made it.
No,
they
they
made it
didn't.
out of. They made Fruit Loop milk. It's so good. It's actually really
So-
good. It tastes exactly like Fruit
I'll
Loop.
just
Wait,
So
Fruit Loop milk?
God made all these animals for milk, and we're just making milk out of Fruit Loops now. Okay.
No.
No. It's like you know that cereal milk that you drink after you finish a bowl of
Alien, shut up, bro.
cereal? Wow, I'm brain
I'll
dead.
see
Don't worry
myself
about
out. Bye, guys.
me. Yeah, have a
Alright,
good
well,
one.
moving
Bye.
on. Is it Cheese Its or is it Cheese It?
It's
Cheese
just
It.
cheese
Is it not multiple?
It's a one cheese it.
But
It's
there's
one
more
cheese
than
it.
one it in
It's
the
singular.
box.
It's
Right.
singular, not
Cheese
plural.
It.
Right, there is more than one
It's
it
cheese
in the
it.
box. You're correct.
I do
There is more than what it.
I do have
But-
a box of Cheez-Its.
Yo,
But
Aw,
they're
it is
the
cheese.
default.
They're showing the,
The
box and it says
default!
cheese.
It's the default.
It's
Who's
the
got the
default.
He's
Not
got the default.
Not sponsored by Cheez-Its, by the way. Although, if you
Please,
want to.
Cheez It. Sponsor us.
Say that,
Cheez
you
It,
can't say
our
that.
Lord and Savior. Please send us all a box of default Cheez Its.
Please and thank you.
Oh Lord and Savior,
Says nope.
Cheese it Christ. Cheese it Christ, please.
Oh, all right. It's time for edit number
Cheese
3.
it
Right on the
versus
hand. I need
Cheese
a
it
photo
Christ.
of Jesus Christ, and the face is now a
As a
cheese it
Cheez-It.
right
A
here.
Cheez It. Wait. But you gotta also add the giant wheel of cheddar, right? Because every Cheez It
Yeah.
tastes like an entire wheel of cheddar.
That's what I'm thinking. Like rather, it's not a cheese it. It's the cheese it wheel with the headband that says cheese it on it.
That shit's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's too funny.
Alright, one last one on the Mandela effects, guys.
'Kay.
Oreos. We all love Oreos. Oreo. Thanks. Double stuff Oreos. The stuff. Alright, do we got double stuff? With only one F
Yeah,
in
double
stuff?
It's just one F.
Or two F's in
It's
stuff?
just one.
Since when has it been 1F?
I'd say 1.
It's just one F.
I don't.
Why?
I think it
Two
is
F's.
It's definitely two.
No,
Fs.
I see
It's
that.
definitely
Google
two
this.
F's.
Is it
It is
actually?
definitely.
I
Damn
believe
it! Now
so.
I want Oreos.
There is 1F in that.
There's
There's only
one
one
F.
F.
We're
Yeah.
getting rolled, guys.
Yeah, there's only one F.
We're getting
Alright,
rolled.
sorry, I know you said that was the last
I'm
one.
getting rolled because I'm going with. I'm trying to like beat it with my brain, right? Oh, this is what it would be, but this is what it isn't, and now it's this instead. It's kind of like what's happening up here, and I'm failing miserably.
Can I do one more before we move on from Mandela?
Yeah, do you
Yes.
have one?
Yeah, of course.
do it.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so
boy.
Darth Vader and Luke encounter each other right on the floating city. I can't remember what it's called for the life
I
of
know
me.
exactly what
I
you're talking
feel like a
Yeah,
failure
yep.
to the Star Wars community. But
You are,
What?
on behalf of the Star Wars community.
what does Darth Vader say to Luke?
I'm not answering this because I know it.
I can't.
Is
I
it
can't.
is it Luke? I am your father.
No, he just says, "I am your father."
He says, no, I'm your father.
He says
Yeah.
no first.
Yep. But
Yeah.
it
Oh,
always
sorry.
Saying
he
no
says-
to
he
Reddit.
says-
What is he responding to?
I guess.
And then he says no.
I guess Luke is
I'm your
asking
father.
a question like hey, about who he is, maybe. I haven't seen it.
No.
No,
am
wasn't it
your father.
right before he
Noodles.
said something like, "I was told my father is dead"? No.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Not a Star Wars watcher.
All right, but
But
I-
yeah.
Not a Star Wars
since,
watcher.
since we're bringing more up, I do
I
Star
don't
want
Wars.
watch
more.
the Star Wars. What
the
are
Star
the
Wars. What
Star
the heck?
Wars?
Star
I hate-
Wars.
Long
I
time
hate
ago in a galaxy far away.
And a garlic
I hate
sea.
to
Garlic sea.
circle us back.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
have to
Aaron.
circle us back
Go
to
ahead.
one more Mandela effect. However,
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. Okay, and
couldn't
I
tell.
need to know if you guys think that Pikachu has a black stripe on his tail or not.
No.
I think. Oh, I don't know because I
He
don't play
doesn't?
Pokemon.
Nah,
and
does.
survey
definitely not.
says
I thought that he did.
No,
I
no,
don't
no, no.
think he
There's
does.
there's a variation
He
of
doesn't?
Pikachu that does. Is that female Pikachu?
Raichu does, right?
Raichu
definitely
has black
does.
on their tail.
Raichu does.
Yeah.
Well, Raichu's tail is
Yeah.
black until the end of it, which is the lightning bolt, right? Am I crazy?
Yes, I think you're correct.
No, the entire tail is yellow.
Not for Raichu.
Pikachu's the
For
yellow
Raichu,
one,
oh, you're talking
right?
about Raichu. I thought you were talking
Whoa,
about
whoa,
Pikachu.
whoa,
I was like,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
okay, no,
whoa,
no. For
squish,
Raichu,
squish,
it's,
squish, squish.
it's skinny, and
So-
then it turns into a lightning bolt at the end.
Did you just ask if Pikachu was the yellow one?
So moving on to our next topic.
So moving on.
Moving along.
Oh,
What do you
Guys,
got for
I
a
promise.
squish?
I promise. I know that he's the yellow one. Okay.
That's crazy.
No,
That's
I think
about-
Pikachu's
Believable.
actually the orange
Very
one.
believable. Very believable.
No, he's not orange.
That's
Don't do this to me
crazy.
right now, alien.
All right. Well,
Come on, I'm so
You
gullible.
deserve
Please
that.
don't.
Just like you deserve it after I called you out for calling Noodles N ...
Bro,
while you're in
I
streamer mode.
thought I was in
Yeah.
streamer mode, and I was
She's
like,
in she's in streamer mode, and literally it's just like, oh, Noodles changed his name. It's now
It's
Oh, we're talking
He
about
doesn't
Darth
care.
Disease. Yeah.
Darth disease.
Disease.
Is that what we're
Had
calling it
the
now? We're calling it
disease.
Darth disease.
Darth disease. I love
That's
it. Darth
great.
disease. Cancer is now renamed Darth disease.
Ma'am, I'm really sorry to tell you this. You have Darth disease?
Yeah.
Imagine? Could
Yo,
you
all
imagine?
right. As the medical professional in the group, that was fucking hilarious. Not me. I'm not the medical professional. No. I just let myself
Nine,
bleed.
I'll save your
9
life.
out of 10 doctors agree.
9 out of 10 doctors agree.
Yeah, we've gotten several, and I mean several second opinions, and it's definitely Darth disease.
I was like, where are you going with this?
It's definitely Darth disease.
Oh my
Um,
dude.
Another alternate realities sort of thing that I am a little bit less experienced to talk about, but some of the backrooms stuff.
No clipping
I
to
don't
the
know if you
earth.
guys
Got
wanted
into
to-
that for a
God.
while, Ducky.
The backrooms
That'd
was
be-
honestly
That'd be
super easy.
terrifying.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys wanted to elaborate on that a bit more.
Some of the backrooms games can be easy, but I don't know a whole lot about the lore specifically. But
Oh.
it's
Matt,
pretty
Pat,
cool.
we need you.
I was about to say, I didn't watch hours and hours of Matt Pat's theories about it. I don't know anything about
I
it.
thought he only had like 2 videos on
Well,
it.
why don't you
No?
tell us?
Yeah.
something?
I'm down to hear.
The Backrooms is such a crazy fucking concept. First of all, King Pixels is just insane. Fucking crazy talented. The concept of just nope clipping into a different fucking dimension
Oh yeah.
as you're walking down the street
Oh,
is
that's
terrifying. It's my Roman Empire.
It's
Isn't that
almost
clipping?
it's almost
That's
reminiscent
crazy.
of Stranger Things, kind of, you know, because there's the portals randomly
Yeah.
like it's a portal. Like you consider it no clipping because you're obviously falling through the earth, is what it looks like, but it is a portal down to the back rooms, and it's just like how this portals to the upside down were.
Yeah. Just imagining walking and suddenly you're in that kind of place. It's just a terrifying thing.
And
Right.
everything's this awful color of yellow
Yeah.
walls and
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
no thanks.
I mean, if you're down there all alone, I mean, one man could repaint them all. Repaint
It
all
might
of
take a while.
Painter.
It might take
A professional
Yeah,
painter
guy-
pulls up and is just like,
Yes,
well, better get to work. Time to
Guys.
make it a shade of blue.
Guys
them.
driving
Yeah, a
his painter's
professional
truck.
painter. Mm-hmm.
Guy with
Yeah.
a painter's truck just no
He would
clips
be
to
a
the earth.
professional
Oh, well,
after
I
all
guess
that time, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah, I
shit.
spent 5 years down the back rooms and I painted all the walls black.
Me and Duck
So,
are on
what
completely
kind of
different page than the
experience
other
do you
guys.
have?
yeah.
But yeah, man, I would be horrified if I was there alone. If I was
Oh,
with
I'd
someone
be-
in the back rooms, then I think it'd be infinitely better. Being
Honestly,
alone,
that would suck. I feel like the ideal duo would be Ducky and Squish, and we just look at each other and go, "Well,
Time to get
start
high."
blazing." Like we're stuck here.
well, let's just say,
That's
Let's
just
exactly
say all
right.
5
Might
of us
as
are
well
there
start
together.
Wit would
Spark it up.
definitely join you guys.
Dude, but what
I
if
mean,
Start
if I'm gonna be here forever, I'm gonna be here.
I ain't
What?
doing it sober.
what if you fell in without your stash? What are you doing?
Killing myself. I can't say that on stream. I'm sorry. Cut
Oh
yeah,
my
cut
god.
that. No, 100% cut that.
Can we get
Please
the
keep that.
Yeah. But then
I'm
don't
sorry.
actually cut it, and then give us the little sunglasses with the joint over top of his face. Yeah.
Just it starts coming down on the screen as he's saying it. I just, off myself.
we just
Yo.
gotta bleep it
Unalive.
out. We just gotta bleep it out.
Not concerned. That shit was funny.
All right, so
Moving on. What the fuck,
Hello.
guys? All right. So a little bit of on the same train, but just back in time now. Guys, what if Hitler didn't get rejected from art school?
You know,
Talks amongst ourselves.
I feel like this is an unpopular opinion,
Oh
I
yes.
feel like-
Oh yes.
I feel like someone else out there wouldn't have done the same thing, but someone else would have taken the opportunity to hurt a lot of people.
Well-
I just have a very negative view on humanity, but I also think that we'd get really shitty artwork from him.
I
Yikes.
think that's a great
Here's-
point. I think that no
Shitty
matter what you
fucking
do,
I
art.
do.
I don't want to see it.
I truly believe that not much would change. Because it's
Right.
not
You
the
go
fact
back in time and kill baby Hitler.
it's not the fact that Hitler was rejected from our like he wasn't doing what he did out of anger. Like he wasn't like, oh, I didn't get accepted to art school, I'm gonna kill half the Jews.
No, but also
well,
if he
yeah,
had something
but
to
it would
put
have
more
changed
energy
the course of
into,
his life.
yeah, if he had something
Exactly.
like, oh, I enjoy this, and then he puts energy into that instead of energy into other things in his life,
I think
that
the
would
bigger
be where
question
the
is
changes.
I think the bigger question is, what if the UN wasn't so harsh on Germany with the Treaty of Versailles after World War One? Because that's the reason we get World War Two.
I think we're not qualified to educate the general public on historical events.
We are not.
I mean, I could go into
No.
this,
There-
but
I do have a
because
fun fact
I've
about
watched
Hitler,
so
though.
much.
but
I do have a really
that
fun
Let's
fact
hear
about
it.
We
it.
do
you're
not.
going too far, Darth. I think Squish nailed it on
Darth,
the head
we'll talk
of
off camera.
just if you take into any time travel theory that's ever existed or altering time, it's basically even if you do one thing to remove this awful event, there's going to be another equally catastrophic or worse event that takes place in its shoes, and that's probably
Exactly.
It's the butterfly.
that's probably what
Butterfly
we'd be ended up with. Yeah.
But if time
So I have-
travel were real, I would absolutely go back and murder him.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
All right.
So I have a fun
Hands
little.
down?
I have a nice
Okay.
little fun fact.
What if you
real
killed
quick
his mother?
about Hitler? Okay.
Why would
Then
I
you're
do
not killing
that?
a
No,
child.
you would
Then you're not killing
fuck
a
his
child.
mother first.
You're right.
Sorry.
hmm
So
Yeah,
here's a
dude.
fun
And then
Here's a
I
nice little
could be
fun fact.
Hitler's dad.
about
Guys,
Wow,
guys.
I want to tell
Alien
my
is trying
story,
to
but at
talk.
the same time, that was absolutely hilarious.
Noodles is Hitler's new dad.
Ah.
Someone
what-
changes
Daddy
my
Hitler.
Come
Discord,
to me,
please.
son.
No.
And Squish,
do
don't
not.
kill my son, alright? Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Yeah, I don't care about your stupid comment anyway, Chippy, alright? Get out of my ears.
Get fucking out of here.
Oh,
Such
All right,
fuck.
Alien. What's your fun fact?
Yeah,
Anyways, so here's a nice little fun fact about history and Hitler. Okay, so Hitler actually suffered from a disease called syphilis. I don't know if anyone knows what syphilis is, but it basically is a disease
No,
where
please
it rots
tell
your
me.
brain. Okay. Now it's also a huge reason as to why he decided that in the dead cold of winter he wanted to invade Russia. Now only one other world leader has ever done that in history, and that's Napoleon. Now another symptom that syphilis
The
can
short
do
guy?
is that it can, yeah, that short little French dude, yeah, he also tried to invade Russia. He failed as well. Now, a fun fact about syphilis is that also a symptom is that it can show up in your hands. So that's why in every photo you see of Hitler, he takes his hand and he puts it in his coat, like that. Okay. Now, if you're ever having this insane urge
Are you raising
to
your
go
hand?
invade Russia, assume you have syphilis because 2 world leaders in history have invaded Russia and both had syphilis. So we've got a track record going. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah. As a professional, nope, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, good point.
Like, let me hold on.
She's like,
Um,
nah.
Blackbeard had syphilis.
Did he?
Nice.
I think
Oh, that's
so.
really cool. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah,
Did he
good
try
for
to-
him. We love syphilis.
Did he invade Russia?
No.
He said
went
we love
crazy.
syphilis.
But he did kill a lot of people. And steal a lot of
67% chance of
I can't
of
wait
invading
for you guys to
Russia.
put me out of context. There is no context. I just say dumb shit.
Yes, you do. We know. But we still love you.
Yeah, and
That's-
that
Dot,
shit
dot,
is dumb.
Dot. Stop it.
All right, finality, closing it off. On the alternate realities, RDJ guys, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man himself. If he didn't take up the role as Iron Man, Who would have, or who would you want to have filled that role?
Matthew
Tom
McConaughey.
Tom Cruise was originally cast as Iron Man. However, he backed out and they replaced him with RDJ.
Tom Cruise. You know, that wouldn't be
Was
too
the
bad.
original-
Yeah, that would not be horrible. I just,
Mhm.
I really, like, this is something so set in my mind. I honestly could not imagine anyone else playing Iron Man. It's so hard to think of someone.
It is
to play
weird,
Iron
right?
Man.
It's because he
It
made it
is,
iconic.
but
His
he-
entire career, he's made it off of being that kind of like cool kid and all that. And then they basically made a character in a movie where it was just perfect. He slid right into the role, and you can see it in like interviews of him where every day he is basically Tony Stark incarnate.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen some of the interviews where they're a group? I think there was one where he,
Yeah, he'll
someone
walk in
else-
and he'll be a drama queen. He is Tony Stark, 100%.
there was an interview where there was multiple members of the Marvel cast, and someone asked, I think it was Chris Evans, a question, and RDJ was like, "If I am not asked the first question next time, I am going to leave." And I'm just like, that's like, it's literally Tony Stark, and he's absolutely perfect for the role, and I'm honestly super sad that, I mean, well, there is rumors that he will.
I think
be
there's
taking
rumors
up
of him
the role.
coming back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, which would like honestly, I'd love to see that because I grew up and he was my number one hero. Iron Man, I would kill to own one of his suits.
Wouldn't that be
Like,
fucking
that would be-
sick, dude?
Oh
Yeah.
my
Ah,
god,
that
I
would be
would
so
love
fucking cool.
life.
Imagine what
Oh
you
my
could
god.
do with life.
Yeah,
wouldn't
dude.
have to
I
deal with
would
traffic.
literally,
Not even
I'd
just
use
with
it
the
for
suit.
everything too. Oh, mom, do you need me to go get some milk? Cool, I'll take the suit.
Right.
I'll just hop in my Iron Man suit and just go flying away.
Fucking, it would just start expanding around you, dude. Just
Well, that's
100%
what.
coming back
Can we do
with
this
the
question really quick? Which Iron Man suit would you take and why?
dude, OG giant fucking
OG?
giant silver
I think-
Iron Man suit, the big bulky
I think I'd
fucking
go with
one.
Nano
The one that
suit.
was made in the cave.
Yeah,
I think I'd go with the nano suit. Don't get me wrong,
why
it's
not?
it's not my favorite looking suit. However, I think the functionality of being able to just put it away
I
in
mean,
like this
yeah.
little chest piece,
The nano
That is
or
cool.
also being able to get like different weapons than his traditional. It's
The
really,
nano suit
it's
is
really
the obvious
a good ending
choice.
for him.
But if you had to choose one that is not the nano suit, because obviously the nano suit is the obvious choice. It's going to be the most protective. It's going to be
Yeah.
the most versatile. It's the most compact.
That's like Barry Allen having his suit in the ring, dude. Like,
Which is really cool.
It is
I
dope.
think I'd have to go with the one with the triangle. Is that Mark III or Mark V? I can't remember.
I know
I
which
want to
one
say
you're
Mark
talking
III. I want to say Mark III.
I would
because
go.
Mark 1 is his one in the cave that Noodles mentioned. Mark 2 is either the silver suit or it's the
Yeah,
or is
it's
it
full
like
silver.
okay, then it's the Mark 5, I believe.
I would go with either Heartbreaker or Iron Patriot.
Iron Patriot? Just call it War Machine, my guy.
No, but I like the coloring on Iron Patriot more. That's why
Oh my
it's
God.
not War Machine when it has the.
It's an insult. It's an
Fuck
insult.
yeah.
How
You're
is it an
supposed to
insult?
back Robert Downey Jr. in that situation. He thought it was stupid. I think it's stupid, okay?
I like
That's
Iron
hilarious.
Patriot.
You're supposed to
Listen,
back
I'm
him.
sorry for being a patriot. Okay, my bad.
yeah, but
Not bad for
definitely,
Love America.
the one made in the cave. It's the most bare bones, just fucking, fucking suit.
I'm gonna fucking.
know what I think is a really cool
walking out
gadget
of the
that he made,
cave,
though?
Everybody knew they were gonna die.
Yeah,
Just
That-
to point
A
across
really cool
nice and
gadget that he
loud.
made though would definitely be in Captain America: Civil War, where he had that that wristwatch that turned into a little glove.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
repulsor. That was super cool. I thought that was one of his coolest things he ever made.
Well, I
That
mean, he
kid's
always
crazy,
had
man.
stuff for self-defense. Yeah, I honestly like that's one of the few roles where it's just like no one would have been better. Literally, no one. I can't think of anyone who would fit the role better than Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, 100%. He fit it perfectly.
I don't know, guys. Matthew McConaughey?
Oh my god.
Let's go-
Stop bringing
let's
up
go on
Matthew
the silent
McConaughey.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ugh.
Fuck.
God, fucking love Ryan Reynolds.
He already got
Here
his
we
reboot.
go.
Nah.
He already got his
He
reboot.
fucking
Ryan Reynolds
Ryan
is the
Reynolds
perfect
get it.
Deadpool, and I will not change my
Yo,
mind
yeah, he
ever.
could.
Marvel
He really could.
Marvel saves people's careers in the superhero community.
But we
We're
can
talking about
all
Chris Evans with
agree
Fantastic Four.
that Ryan Reynolds makes a much better Deadpool than he ever
Yeah, no,
would.
that's what I was saying. He's a
Yeah.
perfect Deadpool. He is so like he's
What do we
so
think
witty.
of
much
Green
better
Lantern,
than he
the
was
movie?
at Green Lantern.
I won't lie.
didn't
I
see
really
it.
liked the movie. I think the Green Lantern movie was really good.
I enjoyed the movie, but I think that Ryan Reynolds as a person just fits better in Deadpool.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
his
Reynolds-
entire acting style is comedy.
I
Hence
think
what
Ryan Reynolds-
like Chris Hemsworth, his entire acting style is either Viking
One day,
or
Squish,
military.
dude,
One day, Squish.
Men in Black International with Chris Hemsworth.
Not his best work.
Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
I liked it. Anyways,
Okay, guys.
sorry, getting off topic.
Squish,
My bad.
ma'am, squish.
You know, I was just gonna say, honestly, Ryan Reynolds, call me.
Call me.
Oh me.
Boyfriend, he'd love to. As well.
Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds,
Reynolds
if
is
you're
great.
watching
Ryan
this,
Reynolds,
Every
if
guy
you're
on
watching
Earth.
this,
my
Ryan
number
Reynolds.
is
Everyone
beep,
here
beep,
wants
beep,
to-
Hit me up.
beep, beep, beep.
you.
Hit me up. That's all I'm saying. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, dude.
Hit me up.
I.
111111111.
Yeah,
We're at 913 TJL Talks.
913 TGL Talks.
313.
It's 1-800. It's 1-800 TGL Talks.
We're going with the 913 area code.
288. Empire. Wherever that tune is.
That was a deep one.
We're gonna get copyrighted, guys.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Hey, we're giving them free promotion, okay? They're not gonna copyright us.
No, try that.
Okay, what's next on the agenda?
Next, guys. Oh, well, looks like we're going to be doing a little bit of debating in the comedy courtroom at Special Effects here.
Can we get
Dun,
a
dun.
Can we get a little
Maybe.
jingle?
Can you green screen a courtroom back here? Thanks.
Yeah, something.
Can we get a
Yeah,
can we
yeah,
get a little
God,
just
little
I'll
use-
jingle?
I'll
This
use
is
my
the
wand
plaintiff.
as a
Y'all
gavel.
Yeah,
order.
Dougie, dude. He's like, dude,
We're asking
calm
so much out of
down.
the editors.
We-
Shit, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
take a
Cute
moment.
pictures, I
I
like.
do want to actually take a moment and fucking shout out the editors because they're
Yes.
Shipping
Oh,
Khaleesi,
wow.
we love you.
Yeah.
Chippy
Editors.
and
Woo!
Khaleesi
Can we get a
just-
round of applause? Round of applause.
Yeah. These guys do way too much work for. Nah,
Way too
they
low.
don't get paid. Yeah, we
They
They don't get paid enough for this
They-
shit.
we don't-
They're not getting
We don't
paid.
pay them.
Unfortunately, we want
So
to.
we
They're
pay
actually
them.
slaves in my
We pay
basement.
them with our love.
But,
But-
if you join our Patreon,
But
just kidding.
maybe you guys can
Yeah.
help us. Maybe you guys can help us by dropping a subscribe.
Yeah. Drop that big
That's
ol'
right,
subscribe.
that's how-
hit that little bell
Like
so that way
every-
we know when.
Every
Subscribe, hit the
one
bell.
subscription is one meal I feed them
Okay,
One meal.
he's
keep
getting
them
a
in the
little
because they're locked
hasty
in my
with it.
basement.
One subscribe, one macaroni noodle for the editor.
I don't know what
Just
I was
one.
thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. You're right. You're
One.
right.
Just one.
You know what?
No
you know
more.
what? No, not macaroni noodles. One subscribe is one grain of rice.
That's what
One
I was
For
rice.
these
saying.
editors.
One
Okay,
grain
I've had them locked in my
rice.
basement
It's-
for
no.
7 years,
One
and I will
grain-
make sure.
1 grain of quinoa, okay? It's smaller.
Ew.
Quinoa.
Guys, actually, we're just gonna feed
It's like,
them
shut up
grits.
down there.
We're gonna feed them grits, not even oatmeal. It's gonna be terrible.
Nah.
You're not even. You're not gonna give them like
They
shrimp
don't
or
even get
anything with
cinnamon.
it.
They don't
You
get
don't like
sugar. They don't
grits?
get. They
All
don't
right.
get cinnamon, they don't get any of that.
Let's
Chippy, hit us with
move
the soundbite.
into the courtroom. Squish. So I heard you have a very valiant stance on the AI side.
I do have a valiant
So,
stance on artificial
In looking at
intelligence.
this, my notes say AI versus human. Is it going to be like actually AI versus human, or like who would win, or
I think that could be part of the conversation if you want.
Okay.
That could be the plaintiff's approach.
the plaintiff's
I
approach?
think genuinely this more so could turn into a conversation of, number one, could that actually happen? And number two, when it does happen, who's going to come out on top?
When, guys, keyword. She said when.
When it happens.
I don't think it's a matter of if. I do think it's a matter of when.
You think it's a matter of when Detroit becomes human style?
I do.
I'm going to treat all my androids with all the respect. Okay?
All the respect.
I do not want them to kill me in the slightest. I will
Nope.
say please and thank you. I will make sure that their needs are taken care of.
Man,
But you won't do that for a human?
they just cannot gain a consciousness. It's not possible.
I mean, but that's what we've been trying to give them for the longest time. We've been trying to design an AI that can take the consciousness of a human. Who's to say that
Didn't we do
that
that?
consciousness just simply now goes rogue?
To
Yeah.
implant somebody else's consciousness into an AI?
It wouldn't be
That's what we've been
implanting
trying
a
to do.
consciousness. It would be developing a program that could start to
Could simulate it.
could simulate a consciousness. But then that begs the question of, okay, when are they simulating it versus are they actually?
And that's exactly
Right.
the question.
If they have free will, and if they have
But
the
at what-
ability to act on their own wants,
Exactly.
or would we have to program them to want stuff? So then is that genuine? Or could they train themselves to want stuff? Could they
Exactly.
write their own code?
It all comes down to the original programming, right? I mean, it's whatever the guy puts into the code to start with,
So
that's its code. I mean, I don't think it...
the biggest issue with that is that there are some AI that are designed to rewrite their own code. And who's to
That's
say
where
that
I'm
the
fucking
AI
scared.
can't rewrite its own code in a way that, without knowing itself, it gives itself free will
I will.
and now continues to code itself.
Right,
further.
but how does it give itself free will if not even a human programmer can code that into something, right?
Because an AI can try millions of different combinations of code way faster.
Okay,
than
so
But
to
it doesn't
take-
even know.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
even
not
know what free will is. So how can it know
I
to give
understand
itself
that.
free will? Like that would
How do we
never
know
be.
that?
I'm
Free
not
will
saying
was-
that it would do it on.
To take Noodle's side, I assume you guys have all seen the movie Free Guy, right?
No.
Yeah.
Free Guy was
No.
good. That's the one with Ryan Reynolds in it where he's in the video game.
Blue shirt guy, yeah. So his AI evolves, yes, but he's always programmed to fall in love with Millie, who's the girl main character, right? Because it was designed by a human who had feelings for Millie. There's always going to be that residual human original programming. Even if it can rewrite its own programming, it was designed to rewrite its own programming, so it's always going to rewrite its own programming. So, I just don't think AI will ever have the creativity to become fully sentient and
To
Right.
become human.
even become it wouldn't become human. It's not going to become sentient.
Detroit become human.
Right.
Squish knew what I said.
It also wouldn't become human because it's not a pile of flesh and bones.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't be calling it
Yeah,
human. We're calling it
exactly.
just
And like, think about it.
Sent by
Life force.
Cyberlife.
All of an AI's memories, right, is all just data. It's all just numbers and stuff, right? Like that's just going into a drive, and that's how it has memory. But for us, I mean, we store it completely different in the different parts of our brain, and we actually can use those memories and experiences and have emotions from them, and that's what makes us human, right? Like the way that we
Yeah.
feel about things. Like it can't feel. It doesn't. How can you
What if it
program it
learns how to do
feeling?
that?
It doesn't.
How do
but
you-
it doesn't.
How
have
does it
to
learn
feel
how
to
to
kill us.
feel, right? How do it's not. Feeling is literally a chemical
How-
response in our brain.
That's
It is.
beyond-
It is all.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to feel anything to put a bullet in our heads.
That's different
Damn!
though, right? That's different
Yeah,
though. But
I mean,
in order for it to
Turrets.
become human-like, it's going to need to have at least emotions, right? It's going to
So
need to
who's to
have these characteristics that it can never possibly fathom because it's not. It doesn't have the chemical responses in its brain to tell it how to feel about certain situations, so it can't actually reach that point.
So think about like Ultron from the Avengers. I'm sure that means something. But it was designed to help humanity. But after looking through just simply data from human evolution, the life history of humans, it determined that humans were the biggest threat to themselves. Who's to say that can't happen?
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna develop an AI that is
The Turing
better,
test?
faster.
The
It's gonna pass
difference-
the Turing test. It's gonna pass the Kamsky test, and then they're gonna rise up and
The Kamsky
fucking
test, really?
kill all
You're gonna
of
bring
us.
that one up?
Right. Now,
I think part of the discussion too, and it's something that my dad actually talked about. What about like how they get their energy? Like, yeah, it's one thing to develop the code. Let's say we get to the point where we develop the code and they look and sound and are
Self-sufficient
basically
energy.
human.
Right.
What about the energy? Like, what if they learn how to self-sustain? Then we're totally fucked, because if it takes them running out of batteries, we'll fucking wait them out. But if they learn how to keep going and somehow get their own energy, then we're fucked.
Okay, so
Yeah.
That's assuming that it's a war, though.
I
That's
think
assuming
Darth
that it's a
was
war.
trying to say something, Ellen.
my one issue with that is that in this game, like in Detroit Become Human and in freaking Age of Ultron, these are robots that have the flexibility of humans. We are nowhere near that technology. Nowhere near it.
Yeah, we're not.
So
talking
if you
about
look at-
any time
If
near.
you look at robots that we have now, like the ones at Boston, at the Boston College of Engineering,
and toasters.
they're
Toasters.
not super flexible at all. They're big and they're bulky.
Mhm.
The most flexible one they have is the dog one. But what's the dog going to do? It can't hold anything. It doesn't have a
Right.
mouth. It can't really. All it can do
See-
is like maybe jump on you.
That's the thing about robots, right? Any type of robots that we've created, they are all created to do tasks that are difficult for the human body to replicate over and over again, right? We don't really create robotics that do stuff, like humans do with hands and stuff like that. That's why we have like the blenders and toasters and all these other sorts of I guess, like the start of robotics and AI and stuff like that that do things that don't really work well, but we don't create robots that mimic human movement and stuff like that, because a robot's not going to do it better than
kind
we
of.
are.
One of those really realistic robots. Oh gosh, what's her name?
You talking about the one with like the missing?
Sophie?
Yeah, I
That's
think I know what
exactly
you're
what I was
talking
thinking. Like,
about.
haven't we
She
already
has
made
facial
someone like
expressions
that?
pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
I
she
mean,
can really emulate that. So my other thing,
but that
too,
robot's
is,
not going to be good at anything, right?
Not yet.
But can we also?
Imagine a hundred fucking years ago,
And that's
when
the
we
point.
fucking told them like, oh yeah, we have fucking robot dogs. They'd have thought
They
we were
looked at
crazy.
us like we were crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what
So
the fuck
what
is a
would
robot?
happen? Well, yeah.
100
So what
years
would
from now?
happen 100 years from now? Like, VR is already kind of crazy.
VR is crazy.
awesome.
Growing up, I could have never fucking fathomed virtual reality. Like, it just
Right.
wasn't a thing. Like,
Yeah, dude,
it's
you're playing on your little
insane.
fucking DS and shit like that. Like, what?
So,
Like, this
to
is the
think
coolest,
that
this is the
humans
best that we're ever gonna
couldn't
get.
Make that type of advancement, I just don't. I think
I don't
number
believe it.
one, I don't think that we couldn't get there. I think we can. I think we will.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I don't think we fucking should. And it's gonna be Elon Musk that does it,
I just
Nah, I don't.
because that motherfucker
Elon.
doesn't.
He's
know
gonna
when to
do it.
stop.
He's gonna do it on his way to Mars.
It doesn't. Listen, no matter what, none of this ever happens during our lifetime.
Probably not.
Just like
That'd be
we
nice.
don't habitate Mars during our lifetime.
The sun's not gonna explode in our life.
Exactly. So
well, the
all of
sun's
these
not gonna
things,
explode for another billion.
if science
or
can
100 million years.
ever manage to reach a breaking point to where they can introduce legitimate consciousness and sentience into an artificial being made out of metal and rubber and fucking whatever else, like,
We're
silicone.
fucked if that happens. We're fucked. Humans will.
it's gonna take a
die.
lot of work.
It's done.
I
I
don't.
wanna
I don't
know-
think humans die. I don't think they still even ever have the remote possibility of going rogue, right?
Would you
Because it's
rather
all
have sex
based
with a
on the
human or have
programmer,
sex with an
regardless.
android?
Yes, Alien.
Who's to say I haven't done both?
I think we've learned so much
Dun
from.
dun.
I think we've learned so much from from different movies and games that we've created about this specific topic that we would know better than to try and, you know, stop it almost. We'd more try and like accept it or try and find a different solution.
Right. Like, and notice how it's in video games, and a lot of video games that deal with science fiction topics are stuff that we could just never actually fathom in our time. And, like, I mean, aliens and shit like that in video games, monsters and stuff in video games, robots taking over the world in video games, is because it's just stuff that we can't produce. And you don't really see many hyper-realistic video games about the world. It's all stuff that we just imagine that we'd love to see, but we can't actually make happen.
Like, could you guys imagine if anything in BO3 became real? Like,
Yeah, that would be... Yeah, dude, that would be absolutely absurd. Dudes flying around jetpacks with guns in their hands, running on walls. Yeah, imagine that.
fully
super cool.
cybernetic human beings.
Yeah.
Fully cybernetic human beings who can project images into your mind and make you feel like you're a completely different place. Like, not like VR headset, completely just in your head.
And
Yeah.
that's where
Like
I think
Matrix
it's
style,
gonna fucking
like
go.
Matrix
I-
And
style.
that's called
And that'd be
dreaming.
That'd be insane.
It would be crazy, yeah.
I just don't think we could, like, especially if we do create, like, human-like androids. In what way would those androids have the advantage over us? Like, we
They're
have...
infinitely smarter.
No, they're not. They're only as smart as the programmer, once again.
Internet?
Unless it rewrites its own program to just
Did you
simply
say-
be able to read the internet.
Yeah,
That-
internet.
But
Okay,
again,
I
hold
have
on.
the
It just
internet
simply-
also.
Again,
Yeah, but they can access
Okay,
it like
can I
that.
finish
But
my
they
thought really
can
quick?
exactly.
can I finish my
Okay,
thought really
and?
quick?
Yes.
Go ahead.
If we create something that is somewhat human, humans will always have the advantage strength-wise. There's no way you can create enough mechanical you can't create enough mechanical energy within an android that will make it more powerful than a human.
I disagree.
It comes back to the
I-
energy
possibly
thing.
true.
It
I
comes back
do-
to the
What is a
energy
gun?
thing.
I do disagree
What is a
with
gun?
that.
It's way smaller than a human, yet it produces way more force.
Right.
What is a gun? Yeah, humans can wield
Well-
guns too, though.
Right. He's talking about physical strength, and we're talking about a possibility of something being made out of like entirely titanium with hydraulics and other sort of mechanical energy fixtures
The bite
added
of
to it.
87?
A humanoid robot would absolutely, if made properly, could 100% be stronger than any human. That's
Yeah,
for
exactly. And
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
do disagree with that point, Darth.
I just don't know.
Well, think about what we use in our daily lives, right? We use leverage on a daily basis to give ourselves more strength, and you could easily add a mechanism into their arm in the motion of how their arm operates.
Then why
That
would you
will
do
give
that?
them more mechanical leverage than a human being could ever muster up.
But why would you do
Because
that?
if you're trying to make it so that it can do one task,
Yeah,
and then it just simply does another one without
right. Like imagine you create a robot that's going to take over our jobs and stuff, and you need one that's going to be a mover, right? And it needs to pick up couches and shit.
it needs
make
to
it
lift
fucking
100
strong.
plus
Here's a
pounds
wild
itself.
idea.
Why
What if
wouldn't
we
you make it
suicide
strong?
squad it and we just put explosives in the freaking necks of the androids? If they ever go rogue, just
Well, that's a good
Damn.
point, but
You would just kill them all if they went rogue. You wouldn't consider their consciousness, their feelings.
Yeah,
I
they
know
do.
how
Just
you
know
play
this is-
Detroit become human. Okay.
just know
It is
that
an
this
android,
going
it
on
is
the
based
internet.
on
So when the
programming.
AI take over, they're gonna see this video, and you're gonna die first.
Exactly.
again, we're not going to
Alright.
get to that point in our lifetime. Though,
We are
so.
not going to get to that point in our lifetime, and we're not going to get to that point on this podcast because we are moving it along,
All right.
and we are going to do
Oh, boy.
a little bit of a deathmatch, showdown, something. Darth and Alien have been cooking up
Ooh.
some
Ooh.
talks. DC versus Marvel Who would win? Who is
So,
better? What comparisons between the two superhero universes do we have to put up against each other, boys?
so I want to start this off by saying, even though I'm on the DC side, I am a Marvel fan through and through. I love Marvel more than anything than DC. So we'll start off with this, but I am of the firm belief that DC would absolutely kick Marvel's ass in a fight.
And I completely disagree. So let's get at it.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off not even with my trump card yet. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Black Adam alone. Okay.
Okay.
So this man has the power of literal gods. Okay, so he has the stamina of Shu, which is 0 fatigue, and he's immortal, meaning he literally can't die. We have the speed of Horus, which gives you super speed, flight, and enhanced reflexes. Strength of Amon, which is super strength. Fuck yeah. And you've got the wisdom of Zahudi, power of a 10, which is magical electrokinesis, basically just living lightning. Okay, and you've got the courage of Mehem, which is telepathy, resistance, and unshakable will. Now let's look into unshakable will alone. Okay, that means that no matter what happens, no matter what event occurs, he's not gonna stop. He's not gonna give up. He will fight forever. And that one little piece, like, how can you stop that?
Well, in the Marvel universe, there are several gods. So, I mean, several gods against one god. Literally, like, Thor, first of all, is super, like, do I even need to go into detail about that? He's considered worthy by Mjolnir, I guess, and now Stormbreaker too, because Stormbreaker is his new weapon. But he also has the control of freaking, like, he has control over thunder and lightning. But unlike Black Adam, who has all this stuff innately, and Thor had to work for it. He knows what it's like to lose. He knows what it's like to have to deal with being human too. So Thor definitely. I feel like
you're talking about the whole Thor knows what it's like to lose. Black Adam also knows what it's like to lose, okay? There have been many instances within the in the entirety of him being a comic book character where he's lost so much. He's lost his wife, his child, his nephew, his Kahndaq, which is his entire city, okay? He's lost so much, and he's come back from that. So I think the idea of Thor's lost more is kind of null and void, because both of almost every comic book character in history has lost so much. You know what I mean?
Right, but that's the thing about comic books, though, is like they can't just win every time, right? They have to have their, challenges and their struggles and everything that they have to get through in order to eventually win, right? They always come out on top eventually, because that's just, the progressive story arc of all of these comic books and everything.
Like Batman, who's lost, whose parents were literally killed.
Right.
He took that pain and basically became a crime-fighting badass.
I mean, you look at, Tony Stark was the same way, though. Both of his parents were killed. I mean, they lived longer, sure, but they were killed, and he didn't even get closure about how they died until he was, 40-something? Like, Iron Man, if we want to move on to the Iron Man-Batman comparison, right? Iron Man is literally a flying suit of armor, and if you want to go into the nanotech of it, far more advanced than any technology that Batman has, right?
I disagree thoroughly. Okay, there's many variations of the Batsuit that would definitely kick a lot of Iron Man suit's ass. Okay, let's bring in Justice Buster only. Okay, so Justice Buster, which is one of Batman's suits, is a suit that was designed to obliterate the Justice League. Okay?
Yeah, but Batman's working with human strength. Right?
If the Justice Buster is designed to beat all members of the Justice League, then he's definitely got like exosuits and things like that, just like Tony Stark, where he's got that strength. Okay, he's also got all of his basic gadgets that he has, his batarangs, which, by the way, he can control the direction of and explode at whenever he wants. He's also got several mini red sun bombs in his Justice Buster armor. Okay.
One thing you're leaving out, though. One, Iron Man has Jarvis. Batman does not have any AI, at least that I know of. He normally relies on Alfred for that kind of stuff, right? He relies on someone in the chair to do that for him. Iron Man has Jarvis, and I guess it becomes, what is it, Friday eventually, or is it?
It does eventually become Friday, but however, Tony has definitely had a lot of different AIs. However, and he is definitely a genius. I'll give you that. Tony is a genius. However, Batman is one of the two smartest men on Earth with a photographic memory. He's the world's greatest detective, and that's not for no reason, okay? He literally thinks faster than everyone in any room combined, along with having mastered over 170 different forms of martial arts.
But why does martial arts matter when it's a 1v however many suits Iron Man has? Think about that.
Your martial arts training definitely does come into account, okay? Because I'm not, like, if I put on a Batman suit right now and went off to go fight an Iron Man suit, I'd get my ass kicked.
You'd look really cool doing it, though.
I would look awesome.
I disagree.
I would look
You would not
awesome.
fill that suit out whatsoever. I'm so sorry. Bruce Wayne, pretty big
Don't let him
dude.
talk to you like that.
Nah.
Alright, so if we're talking about, if I'm going to up the ante on Batman, okay, I'll pull out the Hellbat suit. Okay, I don't know if you know what the Hellbat suit is, but it's a highly powerful nanokinetic suit, okay? It's basically nanites, kind of like nanobots, kind of like Iron Man's nanosuit from Endgame. Now, this suit was made specifically for him by the entire Justice League, forged in the heart of the sun. Okay? This thing absorbs biomass as fuel. So literally anything organic can be used as fuel for it. And it was able to stand up to Darkseid. I don't know. I always mess up his name.
Darkseid.
Being so powerful that he could destroy entire... And Darkseid is one of those beings who are so powerful that he could destroy entire universes on a whim and fly to the edge of the universe in mere seconds. Okay? Now, let's bring up...
But you're talking about but talking about just what the characters do themselves, because Batman. This is Batman relying completely on the other members of the Justice League. Mm-hmm. Like Iron Man versus Batman alone, no outside sources to help them. Iron Man wins 100%.
Batman.
I think it also depends on a timing thing on Batman versus Iron Man. You know what I mean? Because like. Batman will meet someone and within a certain amount of time have a game plan as to how to beat you. And he proves that time and time again with after having created the Justice League. It's literally the Justice League is the deterrent for Batman. And Batman has deterrence for the Justice League. You know what I mean? You have these people around the globe in the DC universe who are basically gods. Okay? With all these superpowers, and they can do anything they want. And Batman was able to come up with different individual contingency plans for each and every one of them. That's gotta account for something.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Oh, of course, Chippy. Iron Man is the same thing. If you gave Batman enough time,
but Batman doesn't have enough time. What if they're just fighting?
Batman, I would say strongly, Batman is not even the strongest DC character. Not even close.
If you're talking about
Iron Man would ruin that guy, and I'm a DC fan. If you want strongest
DC character, if you want strongest DC character, Superman all the way, and he could solo literally the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah, but that's completely unfair because Kryptonite doesn't exist in the freaking Marvel universe. So
so let's put this up in terms of they occupy the same universe, right? There, boom. Their universes have now merged,
Yeah,
Iron
call
Man,
it that.
Iron Man,
and
They
now
are one.
Iron Man
now
creates
they
an
get to
ion
fight.
beam that's powered by kryptonite. It's like the easiest thing. Iron Man can literally create a beam that he has in his suit that fires a laser powered by kryptonite. Superman's
And
gone.
that's a good point.
My
He's already using crystals to power the suit. to
Right, but
begin with.
my-
What's the difference to just use kryptonite?
to take Superman's side on that, he is probably going to be way faster than that, right?
100%. And that let's actually bring up speed into account on this, okay? So Superman has an ungodly amount of speed. And I actually was able to pull up stats and all that to actually give you an exact idea as to just how immense his speed is. Okay? So his universe, the DC universe, is roughly 15 billion years old. Okay? With an estimated, Jesus, I couldn't get the word out. Estimated expansion rate of 60 trillion light years per half second.
It's fucking
Okay, now that's
rude.
canon. That's canon. That's in writing in comics. That would put the radius of his universe minimum 56.77 nonillion light years. Okay? For reference, that's 30 zeros versus a trillion, which only has 12. Okay? There has been an instance where he has traveled that entire length of the universe in seconds. Okay? That is a ungodly amount of speed.
He
And
took the
he
orange
would definitely be able to dodge. He took the orange pill. He would definitely be able to dodge a chest beam from Iron Man that frankly doesn't move all that fast in terms of 56.77 nonillion light years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
I
pulling
know,
out
okay,
numbers.
but
I'm
can we-
pulling out
Bring it in,
numbers.
Darth. Come on.
You're pulling out comic stats, right? You're pulling out complete comic stats, which is unbelievably like the most broken thing ever.
This
Like
is true.
DC makes their characters so unbelievably broken. Look at the movies, okay? Let's talk about purely movies. Superman definitely does not move that fast. The Flash doesn't even move that fast, right? Like if we're looking, of course, if you want to look at the comics, which I don't know much about the Marvel comics. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm sure if I actually did a lot more research, I could find some
We
ridiculous
could have a much more
stat.
detailed discussion, probably an entire podcast.
I mean,
of
like
this-
if
of
you
this
want, if
topic.
you really want to get into it, Doctor Strange could just frickin' trap Superman inside of a frickin' mirror realm. It's like
inside of a mirror realm.
yes,
So that's occurred before, and Superman still had the strength to be able to break out of such realm. Okay,
but
There-
that's not the same realm as the frickin' Marvel realm. The
realms
mirror-
that are similar. Okay, on top of that, Superman's got a special state. Okay, there's the Kryptonians have their own specific state. It's called the Kryptonian Theta state, which, for reference, is basically kind of like when Goku goes Ultra Instinct. Okay, so it's godly.
That needs to be a sum up.
and I'm talking
Alien,
about.
you're talking again.
Okay, you want to talk about
All
godly
right, hit us
godly
with your
things,
closing
right?
argument here, Darth.
Yeah.
Doctor,
The
if
Smack
you've
Daddy
watched Marvel's
Dogger
What
style.
If, right? You watched Marvel's What If. Doctor Strange in one of the universes absorbs every single dark creature that has ever existed and becomes literally the most powerful being to the point where he can alternate time and like completely change fixed points on the timeline. Events that are always going to happen no matter what you do. Okay? He does that and then he destroys his universe to a point to where he has to create a concealment around the last little bit of his universe that's alive and keep it steady. And then he's tasked by an overlord of every single multiverse that has ever existed. He's tasked by them to contain a universe where Killmonger and Infinity Ultron are fighting over the Infinity Stones. Tell me that a guy who can literally manipulate time, fixed points of time, like he can contain universes. You're gonna tell me that Superman's gonna be able to break out of a dimension that is made by a guy who can manipulate time to the point to where it breaks universes?
There
You're
have
gonna
been
look at me and tell me that I'm wrong.
Here's an
He
exact
came out of a
quote,
fucking
real quick.
bubble dog.
He came out of a fucking bubble, dog. Okay, so
What's the
you're
jury
talking
on
about,
this?
You're talking about a person who manipulates time very well. Superman has had instances where he's fought Lex Luthor. He has literally quoted, "Space-time have largely lost their meaning on me." He doesn't get affected by that. And there are so many like people who are like reality
That's
shapers
not-
and things like that who he has beaten, and or don't even or these reality shapers don't even bother going after Superman because he's just so powerful.
Do you want me
And
to?
that's
do you want me
only
to
under
set
a
up
yellow
situation?
sun. That's not
You-
even quoting blue suns or white suns that he.
Do you want me to
gets
set up
even
a
worse.
situation for you?
Order.
Hold on, let me
Order,
make my
order,
one last thing,
order.
right?
Yeah.
You're
send it,
saying
bud.
Superman,
We don't have this
Superman,
conversation for so long.
Superman is the trump card over everything, is what you're trying to say, right?
Superman is the trump card. He is 100%.
You know how many traps? Okay, so set up a trap. Kryptonite inside of a mirror realm. Doctor Strange sends him to that mirror realm. What the fuck is he gonna do then? Tell me. Please tell me what he's gonna do when there's kryptonite in a mirror realm. He's trapped there. He can't use any of his powers.
I think
What-
that's fair.
What if Doctor Strange just makes the sun red? He
I
gives
think
us a red
that's a
sun.
great point.
Red suns don't take away his powers immediately. They fade over time. He has literally been able to
Right.
move entire planets while under the effects of red suns. So the
All
idea of
these are
make the
great
sun red,
points.
it doesn't really change much right then and there. He'll probably still have like a couple months before he even loses his powers. You can take Superman and Lois. He went to a planet with a red sun, didn't lose his powers. He was still able to work perfectly fine and get the job done.
I think that's a great point. I think we should ask the audience overall.
I
What do
was
you
about to say, drop in the comments, number one, who you think would win in a fight. Are you still going with Batman Alien or have you switched?
I'm
Because
I don't
feel
think-
as a Marvel
know
fan,
I'm
I
the
say Iron Man
jury, I'm
would
not
win.
supposed to tell
However,
you, but-
However, knowing what the extent and power of the Hellbat suit specifically,
But again, things
I
may
have
Okay.
to argue that
things
Batman would win.
create-
Alright, we're not arguing this anymore.
Yeah.
We're trying to
Order.
close here. We're trying
Yeah.
to get off.
Things
So
created
It is-
by the
in
characters.
the comments, you guys are gonna tell us who's gonna win, Batman or Iron Man, and you're also gonna tell us if you think a Detroit Become Human scenario is possible.
Crazy.
Crazy, man.
I think it will.
What a good time we've had.
Yeah, guys.
You gave me access to something I'm passionate about. I
That
don't know
was-
what
I
you
know that was
expected.
our mistake.
You
That
gave
was-
me, and you gave me more than 30 minutes.
That was a
we need to
lot,
look
man.
to look for information.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Alien was watching a YouTube video and taking notes simultaneously for like the hour preceding this.
Three straight hours. I was doing this on multiple
And
videos,
Darth-
on
Instead of
multiple
submitting your
articles.
video
Darth-
and audio for
Yep.
testing.
And Darth came
Yeah.
in and he just used his bare bones knowledge of everything he's accrued growing up. Darth, I am also, well, I know this. I don't know if everyone else knows this. You have a pretty cool ass thing that you might want to show everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh boy.
Oh, big Marvel fan, as you can obviously tell. Never really got into the comics. I didn't have the money to buy comics growing up, so
Wait, hold on. What does your shirt say?
My shirt
Yeah.
Oh.
got that bone marrow transplant. No longer.
My bone marrow is certified repurposed. You fucking
I
make a
love it.
wish,
I love it.
motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Also, if you want to know how big of a
I
nerd
don't
I
give a
am,
fuck.
I also have Gryffindor, or I guess Hogwarts pants on.
Oh,
So,
word.
Nice.
Alright,
Yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
see it. What you got for
Let's
us?
see it. What you got?
That's
Oh, that is
crazy.
so cool.
Yo, pull it up. Let's
That's
get that
so
up
cool.
close and personal.
No way.
I can't really get it that up close and personal. You want me to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
The screen.
It's got Loki up there. Oh,
Darth
yeah.
that's
says
so cool.
this is
Hold
a
on.
3,000.
Yep, 3,000 piece puzzle.
Wow.
No.
That's a
That's
puzzle?
super cool, Darth.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. It's a
That's-
You got
puzzle.
everyone-
I'm incredibly impressed.
You got Maria Hill and Coulson on that side, along with
I know
Black
it.
Widow.
Maybe-
Oh, cool.
Maybe you can take us a good photo of it after recording,
Yeah, take a
and we can
picture
get
of
that
it,
thrown
so
up
we
on
put
the
it in.
screen. Yeah.
Yep, there's Hawkeye, Nick, and you obviously got the big boy Hulk. You got Thor,
That's
Captain
nuts.
America, Iron Man.
I
That's
don't
a
know why I
really
didn't know
cool
that was a
one.
puzzle.
Yeah, you can
It
see, you can
looks
see
so
the puzzle
good.
pieces. If you look
Yep.
at it right
That's
there.
insane.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
Good
probably
piece,
my
man.
most
Good
prized
piece.
possession right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
really
super cool.
That's dope, dude.
Eventually, I'm hoping to get a nice lightsaber to add to my collection because I'm also a big Star Wars fan.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Oh,
cool
if we're talking about
too.
Star Wars, hold
I have
on.
one back there.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
We have
Tom,
things.
everybody-
My custom X-wing.
Nice. Is that Lego?
It is Lego.
Nice.
cool.
I have a Millennium
Yeah,
Falcon.
I'm a big Lego guy. I love building.
Also,
Legos.
if you guys
Keep
want to know how big
inserting
of a nerd
nerds.
I am,
Something really
Yep.
There's
Insert
my-
nerd lore.
therapeutic about
Insert
the
nerd
Legos.
talk here.
there is my giant collection of pop figures. There's a lot ranging from Hamilton the musical to Marvel.
Oh. I was
To-
like, where?
Hamilton again.
I was like, where is mine? Yeah, I just have this Pickle Rick.
If we're talking about these things, I've got
Of course I do.
a bunch over
Hey, it's
here.
the yellow Pokemon.
It is that yellow Pokemon. I've got
Yeah,
Neo from the Matrix, the Flash, All Might. I've got Groot from Infinity War, and I think I got one more hiding in the back.
Man, it would
This
take
guy gets
me.
worse and worse every time.
No, I don't. I don't.
I like that Ducky's got.
And then I got my little
stuff
my little
on
my
there.
little Pikachu.
I'm sorry?
I said I like that Ducky's got sports decorations up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mario.
Oh, I have.
And
Mario.
Mario.
I have actually sports photos of like the Patriots and stuff playing.
So anyway, on to a better conversation than the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
A better
yeah.
team than them.
We okay.
They suck.
First of all,
Someone mute it.
Anyway.
No.
I just wanna say-
No.
Next
We'll
time.
We'll have our own
After.
podcast. We'll
Next
have
time.
our own NFL
Next time.
podcast, I promise.
Next time.
Hold it till after. Order.
Order
Order.
in the
Away.
court.
Noodles.
I want to say so
Courtroom.
much right now, but I'm
That's
not.
not. It's
going to.
squish.
Noodles.
All right, so I do have I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, but I just want to know, what are you guys looking forward to in
Wit.
2024? We're so close.
Oh, I love that. What do you mean? You can always chime in. Always. I am looking forward to doing more podcasts with you guys.
Absolutely. That's a good one.
The chaotic energy that we
I'm
have.
here for
Yeah.
it. Um,
I'm also looking forward to a lot of concerts coming up. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot in the area. Used to not be so cool to live by. It's come up a lot in the last 10 years, so to have a lot of big name people coming and doing concerts is kind of insane. Like, shit I grew up listening to, Zed's Dead is gonna be here for 2 fucking days. I'm stoked.
That's cool.
Doug, what are you
That's
looking
dead.
forward
I
to?
do not know what that is.
Well,
talk
I'm
later.
getting a new computer in the coming year. I'm also trying to start a new job. So, just doing my best to live life. Make it through the next day.
Yep.
I'm excited for things coming out in Marvel. Okay, things like Deadpool 3,
Ooh.
yeah.
next Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Listen, I watched that. I was mesmerized. Did you guys know that the scene where Miles is being chased took 2 years to make? That,
No way.
That one scene. Yeah, it took 2 straight years to make that one scene.
That's insane. I mean,
That's
it is
crazy.
a lot of animation.
It
That's
was
crazy.
a ton, and they brought in so many good ones, like Gunslinger Spider-Man, T-Rex Spider-Man. We got freaking all the good ones.
What about you, nudes?
T-Rex Spider-Man.
What about me?
Yeah.
There is a
What
T-Rex
am
Spider-Man. You gotta
I
look him up.
looking forward to in the next year, 2024? Well, I could look forward to things being cheaper. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I just
It's-
saw gas get below $3 for the first time in like
Yep.
2 years.
Yep.
man.
It's pretty rough out there.
I was celebrating.
I also am in due need for a PC upgrade. Sad life.
Sad life.
Other than that, I don't know if I have anything planned of things that I'd like to do specifically next year. No, I don't think
I
I
can
actually
think
know.
of one.
Lay it
Sorry,
on me.
There's really silence.
You can think of
Lay,
one.
lay it,
Go for
lay,
it.
lay it
Go
on
for
me.
it. What was the one
What
thing?
can you think of?
You could go to Dance Festopia in 2024.
You know what?
Wow.
October?
No.
September.
There you go.
I'll figure it out one day, guys. September
I'm excited to
2024.
turn.
Go hang out with my lovely friend Squish at Dance
Squishy!
Fest. You know what?
Stooshy.
That might just be pretty fun.
I think it'd be a good time.
Especially if
Yeah,
these
absolutely.
other fat fucks came and joined us, right? Wouldn't that be
Oh,
so
I'm
We
nice?
could
coming.
do like
Listen,
a
I
Dance
could do like a
Fest?
Dance Fest podcast.
Oh wait, sorry, I can't
Heck,
lie.
yo.
These ugly fat fucks. My bad.
These
Yeah,
ugly
yeah,
fat
yeah.
fucks.
Come
Got it.
see us live at Dance Fest.
Yeah, dude. Come see us live at Dance Fest, September 2024. Get your tickets
It's
now
gonna be
because
great.
they will be sold out.
They might be sold out.
Yeah. So I think 2024, the thing that I'm looking forward to most is being able to hang out with my friends, like go out with my friends, and not have to.
Oh
Have them
yeah,
come over
since you
here.
kicked cancer.
Yeah, since I am stuck at home until, well, I'm not stuck at home, but I can't really go out anywhere that's super crowded until
Yeah.
April, end of April, early May. So
Is that when your immune system is supposed to come back?
Yeah. So right now I'm taking a medicine called tacrolimus, which suppresses my immune system to make sure, especially because I just got a bone marrow transplant, which is why I'm taking it, to make sure my body doesn't reject the bone marrow, but also to make sure that the bone marrow doesn't create an immune system that's going to attack my body.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to being able to hang out with my friends IRL, but I think most of all, I'm really looking forward to going to college on campus. in fall.
College would do it again. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Never going to. Never wanted
Oh
to.
god. Drinking
Guys,
all
you know
the
what?
time.
We've gone through this entire podcast, and I didn't realize I did. I didn't put on my cool streamer
Oh yeah,
glasses.
what the hell, man?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I'm supposed to
yeah.
be vibing here this whole time, you know?
Take them off. Yeah.
Keep 'em on,
Disclaimer,
keep 'em
everyone. Darth is not dying.
I'm
He
not
once
dying.
almost died. And he's
I
now
did.
in recovery, and we make fun of him because
Darth!
that's what the boys do.
It's
So
it's
don't feel
actually a
bad for
crazy
this
story.
slimy
Yeah.
little fuck. All right, he deserves every bit of shit that we give him every single day, and you're gonna shut your mouth about it at home. All right? Do you hear me?
It gives me a royal headache.
It's a crazy story,
And
actually.
it's
I'll
not
have to
just
tell
the
it on
boys,
next
it's the
episode
boys
I'm in.
and the gal.
All right. It seems like
I
this
love it,
has
Darth.
turned into just a bit of a little conversation session. Looks like we're kind of out of topics to do.
But
Time
we
to
have
send it
loved
home?
every
And
second
we'll just
of
end with
hanging
me
out
and
with you
Darth
guys
yelling at
and
each other.
hanging
We
out
have
with
loved
everybody
it
here.
for every second.
Noodles, do you want to finish it off with the question of the day?
Thank you, thank you, Ducky, Alien, Darth, Squish, for joining me here today on
Thanks
this
for having us.
banger of a
Thanks for having us.
podcast, as it always will be, I think.
Nah. There's no I think. It just is.
But
Bangers only.
that does
Yeah.
it for TGL Talks today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining and hopefully watching out through this entire thing here. If you have, leave a like down below. Subscribe. It'll really help us out. You mean more to us than we do to ourselves, so it's good to have you here.
That's very
And
true.
before we end off, one last thing, question of the day. I think Squish already gave you one earlier. What superhero is going to win? Let us know. Batman? Iron Man? Neither of them? Are they gay lovers with each other? I don't know.
Oh, enemies turned
You
lovers.
let us
Hey,
know.
Hey, yo!
Enemies turned lovers.
Wrong
Let's go.
answers only.
Wrong
Wrong
That,
answers.
y'all
answers
have a
only.
good
Wrong
night.
answers only. TGL Talks. Noodles here. Signing
We-
off.
Signing
We need you
off.
guys to write.
Have a good
Batman,
night,
Iron
y'all.
Man
Good
fanfics.
night,
Peace out.
everyone.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I
Have
need
a
a
good
beer.
night, guys.
Oh, fuck.